As the first light of dawn gently touches the land, ancient China slowly awakens. Mist rests above rivers and fields, and the world feels calm and balanced. For ordinary people, this quiet moment marks the beginning of another familiar day. Life in ancient China was shaped by routine, family, and harmony with nature. Most people were farmers, craftsmen, or traders. Their days followed a steady rhythm, guided by the seasons, the sun, and long-standing traditions. There was no rush. Each day unfolded gently, one moment at a time. Morning in a Chinese home. Most families lived in simple houses made of wood, clay, and stone. Homes were often built around small courtyards that allowed light, air, and peace to enter the living space. At sunrise, families rose from their sleeping mats. Bedding was rolled away and the home was prepared for the day. Cleanliness was important. People washed their faces and hands with water, sometimes using herbal infusions. Clothing was modest and practical. Loose robes made from hemp, linen, or silk were worn depending on social status. Colors were simple and calm, chosen for comfort rather than display. Breakfast was light. Rice, millet porridge, or steamed grains were common. Tea was already part of daily life in many regions, valued for its warmth and calming effect. Family and respect. Family was the heart of Chinese society. Several generations often lived together, sharing responsibilities and daily routines. Respect for elders was deeply ingrained. Children learned by watching their parents and grandparents, absorbing customs and values through observation rather than instruction. Life was guided by balance. Loud behavior and unnecessary conflict were discouraged. Harmony within the household was believed to bring harmony to life itself. Work and daily responsibilities. As the day progressed, work began. Farmers tended rice fields, vegetable gardens, and orchards. The rhythm of farming followed the seasons closely. Patience and observation were essential skills. Craftsmen worked quietly at their trades. Potters shaped clay. Weavers created cloth. Carpenters built furniture and tools using careful, measured movements. Merchants opened small shops or prepared goods for market. Trade was steady, not hurried. Honest work was respected, regardless of status. Children helped their families. Learning happened naturally through participation in daily tasks. Markets, tea, and quiet social life. By midday, markets became active. People exchanged goods, food, and simple conversation. Voices remained calm. Bargaining was polite. Tea played an important role in daily life. Drinking tea was not only about refreshment, but about pause and reflection. Preparing and sharing tea created moments of stillness in the middle of the day. Religion and philosophy gently shaped everyday life. Ideas of balance, order, and harmony influenced behavior. Small household rituals honored ancestors and traditions, reinforcing a sense of continuity. Health, balance, and the body. Health in ancient China was closely connected to balance. People believed that the body, mind, and natural world were deeply linked. Simple daily habits supported well-being. Movement, rest, fresh air, and moderation were valued. Herbal remedies were used gently, often prepared at home. Illness was seen as a sign of imbalance rather than punishment. Calm routines and patience were considered essential for recovery. Afternoon rest and reflection. As the afternoon passed, activity slowed. People rested in shaded courtyards or near gardens. Silence was welcomed. Reflection was a natural part of life. Many believed that understanding oneself and living calmly were keys to a good life. There was no pressure to fill every moment. Stillness was respected. Nature, seasons, and quiet observation. Nature was always present in daily life. Mountains, rivers, fields, and gardens were not distant places, but constant companions. People observed the changing seasons closely. Spring brought planting. Summer demanded care and patience. Autumn offered harvest, and winter allowed rest and reflection. These changes were accepted calmly, without resistance. Gardens were places of quiet beauty. Even small homes often kept simple plants or flowers. Watching leaves move in the wind or listening to water flow was considered a peaceful way to pass time. Nature was not rushed, neither were the people. Stillness, thought, and inner calm. Stillness was valued in ancient China. Moments of silence were not empty, but meaningful. People believed that a calm mind created a calm life. Sitting quietly, breathing slowly, and observing thoughts without judgment were natural habits, even if they were not formally named. Wisdom was not something to chase. It was something that arrived slowly, through patience and awareness. This gentle approach to life reduced conflict and encouraged acceptance. Problems were faced with calm persistence rather than force. Lantern lights and the approach of night. As daylight faded, lanterns were prepared. Their soft glow marked the transition from activity to rest. The warm light reflected on wooden walls and stone paths, creating a sense of safety and closure. The day felt complete. People moved more slowly. Voices softened. The world gradually settled into night. Evening in the household. As the sun set, families gathered again. Evening meals were warm and comforting. Rice, vegetables, soups, and tea were shared quietly. Oil lamps and lanterns cast a soft glow. Shadows moved gently across wooden walls. Conversations were slow and familiar. Stories were told. Simple stories about ancestors, nature, and everyday experiences. These stories connected generations and brought comfort. Night and sleep. As night settled over the land, ancient China grew quiet. Lanterns dimmed. Doors were closed. Families lay down to rest, guided by darkness rather than time. The world slowed, and sleep came naturally. Tomorrow would follow the same gentle rhythm. A life of harmony. For ordinary people in ancient China, a good life was not about power or wealth. It was about balance between work and rest, family and self, nature and humanity. Day after day, this calm rhythm sustained one of the longest-lasting civilizations in history. And as the night deepened, ancient China rested peacefully, ready to awaken once more with the rising sun.